come every time you do doggy? Do girls queef? Why when you get turned over, why does it always go?
So, because of the angle, your foof is open. Air has got into it. So when you're pushing an object in there, the air's got to escape somehow. So obviously, it's going to escape beside the willy.
Okay, so what is a queef? Well, queefing is an involuntary bodily function that occurs when trapped air is released from the vagina. The release of this air is the sound of a vaginal fart or a queef. But unlike flatulence, a queef doesn't actually emit any odour. It can make you giggle, but it's definitely not something you should be embarrassed about. So why does it happen? Well, air can get trapped in the vagina when an object is inserted into it, such as a finger, a tampon, a sex toy, or a penis. And also, moving around during certain activities like exercise or stretching can also cause air to be trapped in the vagina. Childbirth is another situation where queefing can occur because you've got weakened pelvic floor muscles and obviously lots of examinations and the baby's head coming out. So lots of reasons air can become trapped. So in general, air can enter the vaginal canal in a number of ways, but the result is the same. The air gets trapped, it forms an air bubble, and that air bubble in the vagina needs to be released. Although any exercise can cause a queef, certain yoga poses like inversions are also more susceptible to causing these noises. Generally, it's nothing to worry about and it's not harmful, but in some situations, if you notice that queefing is happening frequently, or you notice it's accompanied by a foul smell, it can be a sign of either pelvic floor dysfunction or actually something called a fistula, where there's a connection between the rectum and the vagina. Either way, if it's a problem for you, you should speak to your doctor about it. Strong pelvic floor muscles also help prevent incontinence and can help you to control the release of air from your back passage and also from the front. So you should always be practicing your pelvic floor exercises, especially if you've recently been pregnant. So can you prevent a queef? Well, most of the time, there's not much that you can do. During intercourse, you could try keeping that finger or the sex toy or the penis inside the vagina rather than removing it frequently, and also use plenty of lubricant. But for most people, queefing is a normal, albeit maybe annoying bodily function, but it's nothing to be ashamed or embarrassed about. And it's a very common thing that most people with a vagina will experience at some point. So if this is something that you have noticed, let me know your experience below.